I don't see them coming into those rooms anymore. So I guess my faux up was fixable. There's an insane amount of coal now. Well, let's lock all the rooms and get them to stop carrying, because that was the whole point of this exercise. And we'll cut back way on food, and we'll go from there. Okay, now let's knock down the omelets and count on the grace of God to get us through the next rest period. Notice instead of 100, I built to 150 this time because we ran out last time waiting. I don't know what the heroes are doing. We're kind of sadly lacking in watching heroes in this. I would have watched them, but I needed to reset all those containers and stuff upstairs. Who is this? Tigger. Tiggers bounce because that's what Tiggers do. We're down to 41 people. I lost somebody somewhere sometime. I think one person starved. It was that person that starved next to the dining room downstairs. You know, once you go to the high fill foods and put a dining room down there next to them, there's, you know, you kind of run out of stuff you can do. I don't know what happens when your chickens fill every available space. Maybe they explode. Okay, here's our people. It's day 27 on the 3rd month. Put the badger down. Step away from the badger. See, now the badger is eating your face. Still not, well, she went up 5. Went up 2. So I determined nothing from that. So one of them that's here, or probably here, and one is going up and one isn't. Probably had money on the other badger. 63, so evidently if they're here to actually get kicked up and you run continuous fights, it does work. Well, where the hell is this person? They're here too, so I don't know. I don't have a hot clue anymore. Problem is, if you start losing 2 to starvation and it takes you 9 minutes to get 2, it's been 6 minutes now. It takes you 9 minutes to get 2 more, you're kind of screwed. Well, where we are on food. See, we've gone through 63 omelets. Or 50 something. We're kind of being reduced to where we manufacture food and watch badger fights. Even the guy that was in the 40s is in the 80s, so. Oh, we got the kick. And what we get? 2 people. And that was 11 minutes if you're keeping track. Unless we got it 2 minutes ago. And where are you guys? No, we didn't get it 2 minutes ago. You're out here looking for a carnivorous plant to run into. There's a caravan. I don't know what the hell he brings. One would think hides. I was going to giggle while he went up over the mountain, but I guess he's not going to. If we get any more silver, I was thinking too, instead of using the gold for weapons, well, we needed the guards though. Maybe if we get any more gold and well, let's kick up omelets before we do anything. Because we went through what? We went through 100 omelets. He's a food carrier, or I don't know, maybe raw deer won't do us any good. Flour. Now I think this is when I looked up fish on Wiki. The only thing I found on fish was this. I think there's a mod for, and I don't see any point in getting any of that stuff. Now, what will he pay for any of, let's get rid of all the bread, because I don't want him to eat it. Well, let's get the rest of his money out of omelets, because at some point we might want money. That shouldn't take a ton of time either. I was thinking about I don't think there's any badger butchering going up. There's no badger or chicken butchering going on, so we might as well sell the meat. There goes the bread. Looks like a French bakery blew up. I usually have them do breastplates, whatever the best is, and everything else on second best. Now, no matter what I set these at, there's only going to be a certain amount. There's only 3 of the forges for these. Although, I don't know how many people carry at a given time. How many items were on one of those? 4 items, so I don't know if one guy goes and gets everything or what. Oh, I wonder how much dire stuff there is, because we could start making stuff out of it. That'd be the more bang for the buck. Except if they go down into lower caves, they'll get screwed on those dire wolves. We hit 200 omelets. We're going to go ahead and try to kick up people again. I don't know how much. Boy, 0, 47, 56. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. It's the 4th month, the 1st day. So we're moving. We're a little over halfway to where my world was, and either I'm not managing the people thing, or it's just a really slow process. Yeah, they dropped off pretty seriously. And I put up statues out here where they work. I didn't put up millions of them. There's statues there in amongst the chickens and by the gates, and take care. Oh, we got a dwarf. We must have had a hero die. Yep, Charles died, and I wasn't even watching. Boy, he made a mess down there, too. I almost wish I didn't have all those tombs activated. He's going to die trying to get him. Or not. I wouldn't have bet on him to beat a direwolf. And see, instead of going back up, he goes and fights another direwolf and another goblin. Okay, he's coming back up with it. Now, who is this fool? I almost had him there. Yeah, he's mortally wounded. Now, what's happening with this Oh, this is a new caravan. I didn't even notice him. Thing about him is this has to have gold to make it, so I'm counting on it to be one of the items that maybe kicks up their happiness even more. So maybe we put it in the arena. Those have to have gold to make them. Shit. I was hoping. Well, I think that's it. The chair and the bird cages. There we go. Alright, now, the logical thing to do is to put one of those bird cages in here, because everybody comes through the dining room. So, and I think the other one in the arena. I know that sounds a little bit silly, but I said my goal was to get 40 or 50 people this time, and I had never dreamed it would be this hard to get 50 people. We should have some other goofer offers first. Oh, here's a siege. If you haven't seen one, that was a siege. I know, I'm excited. They get a lot more harder. Alright, somebody else died. Whoa, got hit by 4 sieges. Will make a liar out of me. Or 4 what-you-call-its. Well, there you go. Well, I got no idea why they were over. Well, why is this other person over here? So we lost both people we gained. The last 11-minute happiness gig we did. We may wind up with 40 people being enough. Okay, we had another person die. Jasmine died, and she starved. Now, a guy just came and picked up her bones, so she just starved because she didn't go eat. So that's, that's the dining room right there, and these stairs go almost, I've got a cat on the keyboard again. Yeah, you. Alright, that's the dining room. Now she's starved, and these stairs go almost straight down. So she's starved. Yeah, she starved right below the, I don't know, 30, 40 steps from a dining room and food. And upstairs and food is right here, so that's the dining room and that's the food. That's how close she was, straight up a staircase and to there. So anyway, like I said, we've reached that point in the game. You get down to level 6 or 8, and I've seen that in posts too, it's not just me. But we're at the starving, going through the tunnels. Now you can put a locked door on your dungeons, but it keeps the heroes out, so... Yeah, he went to eat. Did she come back? She's at 92, Catherine Darrow, remember? That's another problem is you can't... Well, I guess once they hit 100, you need them to go away and do work things. Take the place of other people. That would be one of your advantages of your guard thing. The guy mentioned that you could get if you put a bunch of people in the guard, or soldiers is what I mean when I say guard, make a bunch of people soldiers, put them on patrol, have them come over here and stand, and when all of them were, 90s and 100, take them and turn them back into civilians, and take the other half of your civilians and turn them into guard with a patrol point here. Now he said the soldiers would gradually drop off, but not as fast as the new soldiers went up. And I'll tell you, with this taking 9 and 11 minutes, I'm starting to have some sympathy for that method, or any method that isn't this method. I don't know why I'm not getting any game sound. And I know I don't have it turned that low. Well, I'm not seeing game sound. That's probably why I'm not getting game sound. It'd be a bummer if if there's no sound on all this tape. Ah, there's our kick. We got 2 people for that. I think it's going to be break time for me. I'm going to call this a night on this thing.